Lions and Eagles.
I like Philadelphia. They're a step-up team. They're 4-1 this year against teams with winning records. They often play better in the bigger games. Packers, Bucks, Chiefs, Rams beat them all. Their offense never turns it over. 4 giveaways all season. They don't beat themselves, and they're great in the red zone. Nobody's better, not even the Chiefs. So if they can move the ball, and I think they will score in the red zone. The Lions' defense on the road, not the same. Jared Goff playing under 50 degrees. Everything moves down. Regression takes place. Penei Sewell's banged up. Sam Laporta's banged up. Detroit, cold weather worries me. And I think Philadelphia knows what they are. I think they're going to win this game and cover 28-24. Two of the best.
All right, Philadelphia Eagles fans. I need you to sit down for this one because I'm about to deliver some news that's going to make your heart sink faster than a Jalen Hurts quarterback sneak. Uh-oh. I am so sorry, Eagles Nation. You're about to take an L this weekend. And you know how I know? Because Colin Cowherd just picked you to win. And when Colin picks you, it's basically the kiss of death. All we need now is for Mangini to jump on the bandwagon and for Nick Wright to declare the Eagles victorious. And you can literally book the loss right now. So if you're feeling that pit in your stomach, that sense of dread, it makes perfect sense. The universe is aligning against you. Now, let's talk about this game properly, because there's so much nonsense floating around that we need to cut through. First off, I'm not buying this whole weather narrative. Everyone's talking about the cold and Jared Goff like he's some tropical flower that's going to wilt in the chill. Give me a break. Unless you're the Miami Dolphins, who are literally built in a laboratory for warm weather, this cold talk is irrelevant. As someone who's traveled between coasts, yeah, it's jarring, but we're not talking about playing in a blizzard. It's going to be chilly, sure, but this isn't Lambeau Field in January. Both of these teams are built to handle this, so let's stop with the weather excuses before we even start. This game is something special. I've been talking about all these incredible matchups this weekend, and honestly, I'm getting overwhelmed by the sheer quality. Seahawks, Rams, Bills, Bucks, Chiefs, Broncos, and then this masterpiece, Lions, Eagles. What I absolutely love about this particular matchup is the mutual respect between these two franchises and their fan bases. Think about it. Bills, Bucks? That's whatever. Just another game. Broncos, Chiefs? That's a bitter divisional rivalry filled with pure hatred. Seahawks, Rams? Those fan bases are more chill, just enjoying good football. But Eagles, Lions? This is different. You have two of the most passionate, through-the-roof fan bases in the entire NFL. Massive brands with incredible history. But there's not that bitter, toxic rivalry between them. There's genuine respect. Look at Dan Campbell and Nick Sirianni. There's clear admiration there. Even when the tush-push controversy was happening, the Detroit Lions organization didn't vote against it. They understood it as part of the game. I remember seeing Dan Campbell's comments on First Things First about it. And while Nick Wright tried to turn it into some dramatic thing, the underlying respect was obvious. I have such incredibly high respect for both of these teams. In many ways, the Philadelphia Eagles have already achieved what the Detroit Lions are desperately chasing right now. The Eagles have that Super Bowl victory. They've dominated the Chiefs on the biggest stage. They've been where the Lions want to go. And the stats don't lie. Colin pointed out the Eagles are 4-1 against teams with winning records. That's impressive. But let's be real. The Eagles have had some wins where people walked away saying, were they lucky? Or, that didn't feel dominant from start to finish. Then they've had those ugly losses, looking at you Giants game, that every team has. Those throwaway games that just happen sometimes. Meanwhile, the Lions have had spectacular wins but also some tough losses that leave you wondering about their ceiling. Here's my take. Both of these teams are still trying to solidify their identities this season. I know the Eagles have the Super Bowl pedigree, and I know Sirianni has been adamant from day one. We're not defending anything. This is a new year, new team. And he's right. Jalen Hurts is a different quarterback this year. The entire dynamic with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Saquon Barkley is new. The Lions? They're playing with a massive chip on their shoulder. They feel like they should have been there last year, that they're just as good as anyone, and they want to prove it. This is what makes this matchup so compelling. We have two teams that analysts have consistently called the two most complete rosters in the NFL for years now. The Eagles have actually proven it with a championship, while the Lions are screaming, that should have been us. We just got injured at the wrong time. I'm absolutely fascinated to see how this plays out on the field. And honestly, in the post-game conversations too. While I don't think there's bad blood between these fan bases, you know what's coming. If the Eagles win, see? Stop saying you're on our level. If the Lions win, told you we're better than the Eagles. It's that classic sports dialogue that I'm not particularly fond of, but it comes with the territory. At the end of the day, this isn't about weather. This isn't about cold temperatures. This is about two heavyweight contenders throwing down to prove who they really are in 2024. Now I need to hear from you. Is Colin Cowherd's endorsement really the kiss of death for the Eagles? Who wins this battle of two of the NFL's most complete rosters? Is Jalen Hurts truly elite this season, or is he still finding his form? Can Jared Goff and the Lions offense solve the Eagles' defense? Which team establishes their identity more clearly in this game? I want your predictions and your hot takes in the comments below. Let's get into some passionate but respectful debates about these two incredible franchises. If you're as excited about this matchup as I am, and you love this kind of deep dive analysis into what makes great teams tick, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're building an amazing community here of fans who appreciate the nuance and drama of the NFL. And please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It genuinely helps this content reach more passionate football fans. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the comments. Let's get this debate started.